big progress today. You watch. Don't make fun of me, but this is what we're using. Yes, it's cultured stone, but yes, it's cool as hell. I used this back home when we did the hearth and stuff behind the stove. My brother's an expert with this. He did a bunch of it, and once I figured out how to do it, I did a bunch. But it goes up quick with adhesive, and we've got a big vertical run here at the cabin, so I can't use real stone. It'd be too heavy, take too long. We're talking mortar, blah, blah, blah. Plus, my buddy Adam's got a stone business, and I like keeping the business local, and I'd rather give him the money than pay somebody else for shit. And I certainly, like I said, I ain't getting into using real stone, trying to cut all that and breaking my fingers and everything. But you'll see, it's gonna be cool. Don't laugh. got a long one and a short one. Oh shit, look at that. Almost exact. No. Funny, the higher I go, the more I lean stuff on it to hold it in place for a little bit while the glue sets. I've got stuff leaning everywhere. I just shut off the generator. This is the piece that I was looking for. For 2 days, I've been looking for this piece. You know why? Because it's the last piece. The last piece. Finally. Oh yeah. What a difference. I'm gonna trim out the edges with rough cut pine 2x4s that I got yesterday in town at a friend's sawmill. Man, that looks so much better. That's gonna really hold heat this winter and radiate it all night, even after the stove goes out. A few little details left. Finally, last day on this project, guaranteed. Needed one thing right here, and I got it. Gonna put the sealer on the stone. Stone's all up. Project's so close to being done, I can taste it. But it will be after a couple more hours of effort. So let's get it done. Famous line. I love it when a plan comes together. This one came together so nice. Wow. I can't stop looking at it. I love it. So I sealed all the stone with some sealer, and that really brought out the color. You know, darkened it up and really brought out some color. And then for good measure, I waxed the stove and the pipe, cleaned the glass. I had to nail down all the trim, but I really, once again, could not be happier with the way this project turned out. That is going to be so enjoyable this winter. And, you know, looking at the whole thing, I didn't like the wood rack that was there. It was in the way of the door. I kept having to move it. It was a pain in the ass. But you got to have, you know, your wood near the stove. Then I realized, I got to thinking, I'm like, oh, this little weird area, it's was a bunch of half-ass shelves. So I took the shelves out, and it is perfect for the firewood. And it holds more than the rack did. You know, that's a full day's worth right there for the most part when I'm burning heavy this winter. So it's great, you know, it's perfect proximity to the stove, but it's not too close where you worried about it, you know, combusting. But I added the had this awesome old axe I bought from an old timer a few years back, so that really kind of lended itself to this spot, and a couple of copper pans that I had hanging in the barn. So now I can make this coat rack a little longer, wider. Oh yeah.